Well, time now to check in with the eNCA Money Desk for the economic week ahead. Heidi Giokos joins us for this conversation. Heidi, always a pleasure. First of all, I do see Emirates will start flying directly to South Africa from Dubai as of Wednesday, but I do believe there's some conditions attached.
Yes, certainly, Faith, and we do understand that Dubai has not been allowing South African travellers for South Africa since January, and now they've opened up for Wednesday for those South Africans who want to go to Dubai. But there are, of course, strict regulations and conditions attached to this. You need to have had 2 doses of a COVID-19 vaccine approved by the UAE. We are still trying to get clarity on whether or not this has any impact on the fact that the country is rolling out Johnson & Johnson. Is it an approved vaccine or not in the UAE? But it is some good news, because we do know that South Africans could not connect or travel to the UAE for almost 6 months because of that travel ban. And of course, it's had huge financial impact on Emirates. In the past 3 decades, it has not had any revenue losses, and the 2020-21 financial year, the airline lost billions due to the impact of COVID-19. So we do know that you can travel if you've had 2 doses of the vaccine. We're still trying to get clarity on whether or not J&J is affected, but it is some good news for those that want to travel and can connect via the UAE. So that will commence as of Wednesday, and we will be trying to get more clarity on that Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
So there's another inflation number out this week. Why is this one particularly important?
Well, this one's particularly important because experts and economists are predicting that consumer inflation is expected to go over 4.5%. Why does this matter? Why is this important? Because when consumer inflation goes up, this has a direct impact on interest rates. And we know that since the beginning of the pandemic, last year, the Reserve Bank Governor Giokos has dropped interest rates significantly to ease the pressure and the burden on South Africans. And that interest rates reprieve has been significant. But now when consumer inflation goes up, the Reserve Bank watches this very closely. We do know that food inflation has gone up. We also know that the energy inflation has gone up. Fuel levy has gone up. So experts are predicting that this is going to have a significant impact on interest rates. That is expected on Wednesday, and we'll be taking a close look at the impact thereof.
And the rand has had some good gains recently, but last week it fell against the dollar. What's the outlook like for the week? I mean, can we be happy? Can we start off our Monday on a good note?
Unfortunately not. This rand of ours just seems to have a lot of emotions going on at the moment. But we do know that the rand slipped just over the 14 rand to the dollar mark. And over the last month or so, Faith, we have actually been seeing the rand to the dollar doing extremely well. But now we do know that the central bank in the US announced possible interest rates in 2023. And this was not necessarily expected, or the interest rate not being so high was not expected for 2023. And what happens then is when interest rates go up, the dollar strengthens and the rand weakens. So we'll be possibly seeing the same kind of movement in the next week or so, with the rand to the dollar being just over the $14 mark. But hopefully there might be some good news somewhere, somehow, with the rand dropping below the $14 mark. But now we are seeing it just over that. So we'll be watching those stories and a lot more on eNCA Business. So the team will have that and a lot more in the coming week.
Heidi Giokos, thank you very much for that update. We'll leave it there for now.